And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to Cave Story Plus, and it's time to go for the trending, well, to actually get the trending, which, you know, probably not gonna happen now, but I don't know why the checkpoint is called Prefab House. What does prefab mean? Or is like prefab a name? Or is it short for prefabricated? That will be a little bit weird. I don't know. It's something, that's what we know. Oh yeah, this shit is also gonna fuck me. And yeah, this game basically has, every time you close the game, the dialogues reset. Well, every time you close and open the game, the dialogues completely reset. So this shit that wasn't appearing before is appearing now. But it's okay, it only will happen once, which is gonna be now. That's already more than enough, but it's okay, it could be worse. Imagine if it appeared every single time. Now that will be a problem. That will be a problem. I think it appears 3 more times, at least until the place I reach. It probably might appear a couple more times, but yeah, I think the biggest issue of this is just the screen shaking. Like, the screen shaking is just extremely bad on the eyes. I always hated screen shaking in games, but it's really fucked up here. Like, it's very, very hard to follow. Though surprisingly, when yesterday's stream ended, I really didn't feel dizzy. I expect that I will feel dizzy, but no, I didn't for some reason. Which I'm glad, but it's still a little bit messed up regardless. I swear that I remember seeing an option to disable screen shake, but apparently wasn't in this game. It would be so nice. You see screen shaking and you turn that shit off. It will be beautiful. That will be so good. Because I mean, I get it, the place is crumbling. You know, I don't need the screen shaking to know that. I think the fucking blogs that insta-kill me are more than enough to know that the whole place is crumbling, kinda, you know. Like, I think I kinda understand without needing that special effect, you know. But that's okay. I guess it gives it a more, you know, dramatic feeling for the grand finale. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's just annoying, really. That's okay, though, it could be worse. Like, imagine the screen shaking and the music being shit. That would be a problem. But the music is cool. Thankfully, that's not a problem. But still. It's a shame that yesterday I couldn't reach the boss. If I can't reach the boss today, I will start to lose hope. If I cannot even see the boss today once, I'm gonna start losing hope. Hey Yami, how is it going? Dice from Cringe DFC. What does DFC mean? Is that an acronym that I should be familiar with? DFC. Doesn't ring a bell if you ask me. DFC. No, I'm sorry, but I don't remember anything with that acronym. Unless you're trying to tell me that you want to make a new acronym. In which case, well, I mean, I'm gonna forget about it, you know. I don't think it's gonna be the greatest idea. But that's fine. Okay, here is another message, right? Oh, not yet. Oh, here. If anyone even bothers to read that shit. Oh, probably, but still. There were a lot of things in this part of the escape that I needed to remember because they all needed to go well. They could go badly very easily. That's the issue, but I think it should be fine. As long as I don't rush it. I mean, after all, there is absolutely no reason to rush it here. There is zero reason. Rushing it is completely unnecessary. At least for now. But I'm pretty sure that I reach almost the end of this screen. And yes, you don't really need to rush it afterwards. Be careful here. Not that careful. It should be fine. Then you wait here. I feel like, I mean, I don't know what the boss is gonna be like. But I feel that I should definitely have my machine gun at level 3 by the time I reach the boss. Most likely. And when that happens... Well... I don't know though. I first need to beat this. Afterwards we can do a lot of shit, but first we need to beat this. That doesn't happen, I'm afraid that making plans is a little bit useless. Pretty fucked up that these arrows kill you in one hit. Well, I mean in hard mode, obviously, but... I would have expected that these arrows will give you a little bit more leeway, but they really don't. At least the angels themselves do give you a little bit of leeway. The asshole, that's the asshole that is aiming at me. I used the fireball for this guy, I think. I did, like fireball and then Ooh, wow, I almost died to the arrows. Oh, because my problem is that the firewall works even from here. I don't need to go to that platform even. The problem is this. I still think that there are some very big chances of just dying casually from one of these arrows. I also wasn't really paying that much attention. I almost died to those boxes. I think the arrow on top can't reach me here. Oh, that's good, but I should kill that guy. Oh, wait a second, I forget that I can fly. I can just do this to kill him. Alright, then I needed to kill these guys on the bottom. Easy, because Curly can kill them very easily. This guy is a bit of an asshole because of the boxes. He can protect himself very well, but aside from that, he doesn't really have much. Alright. So then I have to kill this guy. And he's dead. And then I need to blast that door. Which is a little bit hard, but there you go. Well, I also need to blast this door, yes. Oh, I forgot about that, that's okay. I think I always forget about that. Or at least all of the times that I gotten there, I think I forgotten about that. That's fine though. And then here, I remember killing the guys on the left. Well, actually 2 of them, not all of them. Obviously that one that is right there being one of them. So I don't think it's really necessary, like I'm pretty sure I can go down like this and it wouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not a problem. Okay, so here, instead of blasting through that door now, what I should do, yeah, is wait for these guys. So otherwise it becomes a little bit more complicated for no reason. So now I can blast that door. The problem is that, as you can see on the other side, they welcome you in a very sadistic way. On the right side, at least I can shoot them here from afar, which is something that I couldn't really do before. They also die quite fast. But yeah. I hate that. God damn it. Falling safely when you're surrounded by spikes is so hard. Damn it, dude, I just want to get past that part and I can't. Because I either die to the spike or, well, I usually die to the spikes. Really, that's my problem. God damn it, fucking spikes. That's my fault though. For getting nervous, basically. I mean, well, I'm gonna say the screen shake doesn't help, because having the screen shake there makes it a little bit hard to know exactly where you're going, especially when you have to do, well, not like the jumps are that tight, but the platforms are tight. So that's the issue. If that's the case, it becomes a little bit of a problem when there is such a big screen shake. Wow. Damn it, dude. I just want to see the boss. That's it. I don't, well, yeah, eventually I want to beat it, but I just want to see it once. So that way I can see what I'm expecting. Like, I can actually measure how hard this is gonna be. Because so far, well, I mean, it's a blind playthrough, so it makes sense, but like, so far, I'm completely blind. I don't know what to expect afterwards. I mean, I know there is a boss because I've been told there is a boss. But I really don't know what sort of boss to expect. And I also don't know when to expect it. That's the other thing. I don't know how far I am from it. I mean, it might be right there, like right after that section that I died to. Or it might be like 2 screens away, and I don't know. So that's why I need to see the boss. I need to just see like how hard we're talking, you know? Like how much it's gonna take. It seems quite hard to to even do that. Problem is that I think that I've been told that the boss difficulty is kinda similar to the core at the end, at least by itself. And I mean, the core by itself wasn't that hard. The problem were the you know, Sue and Misery being there fucking you up at the same time. But like, the boss itself wasn't that bad, but at the same time, it's not the kind of boss that I can beat on the first try, that's for sure. I mean, it's not like I was expecting beating it on the first try, but you know, I also don't know if it's fitting to beat it on the second one or on the third one. And that's already quite a lot, you know. It's basically getting all the way back there again, which is quite hard. But yeah. It's very messed up. But I got myself into this mess. I got no one else to blame, but myself, obviously. And one thing that helps me get further in this hallway is jumping and trying to use the propulsor. I mean, normally you wouldn't want to jump in a section like this, because obviously jumping will make you get closer to the falling blocks, which obviously means you have less time to react to them. But you cannot use the propulsor on the ground, so you need to jump. So doing like a very short jump and then using the propulsor is not a bad idea if like there is something falling close to where you are, even a little bit further from where you are. If that's the case, you want to use the propulsor there to go forward. What are the odds of that? Especially with how bouncy these guys are. The fact that one of them perfectly lands on you, it's so unnerving. Well, there are a lot of them, so it's not like the chances are low, but it was like the first or second one, I guess. I don't know. The question is, how many times will I be able to get to the third screen in one stream, you know? How many times is that gonna happen? And I really don't know. And I think depending on that, you can calculate more easily how longer it will take, basically. So far I only got once in this stream, I mean, to the third screen. I feel that if I can get there at least 10 times in a stream, I don't know, I feel that the chances of beating this are gonna be abysmally low, really. Oh, nice bounce. That was so cheap. That's so cheap because when you have to jump over those platforms, you are basically risking yourself to having almost no reaction time to the falling blocks. And that block fell exactly as I was jumping into the platform, making it almost humanly impossible to dodge. No, if humanly impossible. Definitely impossible for me. Fuck me, dude. On the last stretch. Nice. So I do feel, well, I say that about, you know, getting to the third screen 10 times. But I think the real indicator is gonna be seeing the boss. If I cannot see the boss today, I probably should give up. Like, if I cannot even see it once, even if I die in like the first 2 seconds of the fight, I feel that that's very good grounds to give up. But we will see. There is still a lot of time to go. Messed up because not only the place where they spawn is random when it comes to these falling blocks, but also the size. You can either get a small one or a big one. And they are quite different, you know? It's not like they are even similar. Like, a big block is 4 times bigger than a small block. You know, like, it's quite a difference. I mean, normally the one thing that matters is the horizontality more than the verticality. But considering that the blocks also damage you when they bounce, because for some reason, you know, sure, why not? That being the case, it does matter how vertical they are. There are some that you can just jump over very easily, and there are some others that you cannot. Them landing into one like that, it's so stupid. Like, it doesn't even make sense. That's the thing. I mean, a block falling on top of you makes sense because it completely smacks your head. But if you fall into a block that is already on the ground, like, come on, dude, how does that make sense? I would understand if instead of a regular block it was, I don't know, a fireball. Well, I don't know why there will be raining fireballs, but if that was the case, it will make sense if it damages me, you know, while I'm moving. Well, while I land on it. But these blocks that are just the same as what I'm stepping on, it doesn't make any sense. Not like I expect it to make sense, but you know. I mean, I understand that the balance of this game is clearly dependent on the normal difficulty, but I feel like games like this, when you're gonna balance these things, you should always balance them expecting that you're not gonna get hit. Because if you balance them like already thinking that you're gonna get hit, like on this section you need to tank through this. I don't know, I feel that it's very lame. I mean, it's very easy to say that because I'm playing a mode where you can't get hit. But I don't know, I feel like it just makes sense. So for example here, this screen is the second one, but it's way harder than the first and the third one. Like, this screen itself will be a checkpoint and it will still be hard, you know. You remove this screen from the equation, it really, you know, wouldn't be that bad. But this screen is what changes everything. I think the same applies with that boss Monster Edge, because that boss, yes, it's clearly the hardest boss in the game, so far at least. So why? Right? Well, yeah, why? Because it's an indie game. Don't expect it to have 1 million beta testers, of course. But yeah. Well, 1 million. Don't expect it to even have 1. But it's still fucked up. Mostly because I think that, I don't know, the rest of the game, like, except for Monster Edge and this thing, the rest of the game in terms of difficulty seems to be relatively balanced. Like, usually easy things come first, harder things come later. And usually the checkpoints are evenly distributed. Obviously I disagree with the decision of making the final bosses pretty much be a succession of final bosses. Like, that's very stupid, but hey, at least it's the end, so I disagree with how you make that part hard, but it makes sense that it's the hardest one because it's the end. Well, at least one of the endings, right? Well, you could also argue the same about this. This is the actual end of the game, so being the hardest things makes sense, but it's this screen, really. This screen right here. This is what makes it hard. Everything else, with enough attempts, you can do it super easily. This shit, I say yesterday, no matter how many attempts you do on this, you will never do it consistently. There's that sort of balance that you are like, you attempt this only once? I don't know. But it's okay though. Again, this would have been beaten a lot faster if I actually had... If I actually weren't playing in this hard mode. So, you know, it's whatever. No one else to blame but me. Can I go, please? Okay, I guess I can't. Jesus Christ. See, this is what I mean. What is this bullshit? I mean... Insanely unlucky. But yeah, I do think that a good measurement is, if I can't see the boss today, let's just give up. Let's not do stupid shit just for the sake of doing stupid shit, you know. I had the hope that would bounce off of the high platform, but it didn't. Because it was a little bit to the left. Unlucky. And here I actually have the luxury of saying unlucky. Because here you do get unlucky. I'm going too slow. I feel like the slower I go in this section, the worse I perform. Like, I should just try going fast. I mean, I'm probably gonna get hit by an angel or two, but getting hit by an angel or two is better than getting hit by one bot. Well, bots, block, whatever you wanna call them. Clearly. One is an insta-kill and one isn't. But yeah, I think that I should just try to go fast. Well, there are some times that, as you can see, the bots stop you from doing that. It's not like you can do it whenever you want. Really, the only reason why I don't like rush this part is because of the angels. Alright, that was good. Problem is, see, for example, here I need to fall to get those things, and it's just so hard to properly measure. Also, you can go back up and then go down to farm the hearts. So, I guess the word farm is a little bit strong here. You can also farm levels. And I'm pretty sure that whenever I see the boss, I will probably need to farm the levels here, just to get this shit at level 3. Because I can already imagine that it's gonna be so messed up. It seems pretty obvious that it's gonna be quite messed up. And those arrows. At least the good thing is that these little fucks don't have very good aim up close. You know, they are very bad at doing that. It's the only good part. It's insane to me to think that people speedrun this shit. Like, I can't imagine how hard it will be to speedrun something like this. Because the amount of things that can go wrong are just way too many. Well, at least this screen is mostly about memorization than anything else, you know. Well, in fact, I don't really think there is RNG on this screen, right? I mean, aside from the drops being RNG, but then again, I don't think if you're a speedrunner... Well, I guess you will be concerned about the drops if you're waiting for a weapon to go to a specific level, but I'm pretty sure that at that point in time you will actually have strategies to deal with that sort of stuff. I will want to assume, at least. I mean, after all, that's what being a speedrunner is all about. Finding all those little shits that make everything easier. It's all about that. So here I needed to go here. Then I needed to kill this guy with fireballs. And then I needed to kill those guys with bubbles. Oh, especially by flying. I gotta be careful because the guys below can do some nasty shit. Actually, I probably should kill... I mean, I already killed the arrow guys, but I probably should try killing the... you know... the fat guys, or well, at least the fat guy that is there at the beginning. It seems like an absolute asshole. Like, you can very easily get hit by a bot. Though, I also don't know how much damage these bosses even deal. Well, I can imagine it. I can imagine they dealing 10 points of damage just like the bosses. I think they are supposed to be blocks, just that they look like bosses. But yeah, I will assume they deal 10 points of damage, so they are most likely an insta-kill. And if they are an insta... Oh yeah, here these assholes spawn. Let's not forget about that. You always need to pay attention to those places that look like... well, pieces of wood. That kind of like a bridge. Those bridges means that they are assholes there that can and will kill you if you don't react on time, obviously. Alright, so here I say just go down. Problem is that you kinda need to wait until these guys kinda agree on attacking at the same time. Wow, that was a mistake. It worked, but that was an absolute mistake. Make no mistake that was a mistake. That was a very big mistake. I'm surprised I didn't get killed. I guess the hitbox of these arrows is really not very impressive. If it was any bigger, I'm pretty sure I would have died already. Multiple times. I did die to an arrow once though. Like, in fact, the guy that you're seeing right here on the left side of the screen that is shooting arrows, that guy killed me once. I think here the safest thing I can do is just blast this thing. I mean, it's gonna take some time, but I don't wanna risk dying to the spikes like a moron again, you know. I don't think the angels can aim from there, even if I open that door. So, well, they can aim there. I also don't think they can aim on top of the block. So the idea here, I'm probably risking too much by doing this. Right? Not really, no, they can't hit me. Sadly, I also cannot hit them. It's kind of a problem. No, I mean, technically I can, but I will need to get super lucky to hit them from here. So what I was thinking here is that the best idea is just ignore these guys and go to the platform that you see on the left. Problem is that in order to do that, my jetpack really has to hold on for quite some time, you know. And also killing them here, well, I guess killing them here will have the benefit that I don't need to worry about jumping too high. In fact, I could jump where they are right now. Yeah, I could actually do that. And I'm pretty sure that will be a good idea, because as you can see, on the top and on the bottom, there are two of those bridges I was mentioning. Those are gonna spawn those flying angels. So if I stay there, I'm pretty sure I'm only gonna trigger either one or two of them. So it should be less bad, or maybe none. That's another possibility. Oh, I can use fireballs for this. Maybe I don't even need to fight these guys, but it will be very risky if I rush it. Because I mean, it's pretty clear these guys are gonna spawn. But apparently that's the end of this screen. So, like, look at this. This is the map, right? So as you can see, well, but there is still... Maybe that's the boss there. It might be. I don't know. It either is the boss or another section with more monsters. If it is another section with more monsters, I'm absolutely dead. If I ignore these monsters. Also that fall... I'm probably gonna die here because this shit is distracting me. How do I know when the... You're a piece of shit, game, you know that, right? I didn't die somehow, but that's being a fucking piece of garbage, dude. Like, how can you do something like that game and live with yourself? I don't get it. There are probably more spawning here, right? No, here is the boss. Oh, wow. Well, that was pretty fast. Okay, but at least I saw the boss. Okay, so there are two rotating circles that go from the walls, like across the walls. And in the middle, something that shoots a laser. That I died to, which is, by the way, pretty nice of the game to start the boss and right away shoot an undodgeable laser in the part that you're probably standing on. Like, that's very cool of you, game. I gotta tell you. Well, the problem with this is my weapons. Or my lack of weapons, should I say. I mean, I could use the bubbles. Well, first of all, I don't even know what I need to damage. I'm assuming it's the thing on the middle, but... using the bubbles for this is gonna be so bad. The bubbles are basically the least damaging weapon in the game. Not the most useless though. Like, if we need to rate for usefulness, I will say that the fireball is the most useless one. Not because it's useless, in fact it's very useful in very specific scenarios. But when you compare it to every other weapon, it seems to be the most useless one. Because those situations are very specific. And yes, again, if it wasn't for the fireball, those situations will be a little bit annoying to deal with. But it's the only place where you will use the fireballs. Most of the bosses, you rather use another weapon that is not the fireball. Because I mean, for the fact that it only works on the ground, the damage is extremely poor. Like, the damage of the fireball, considering that it can only hit enemies on the ground or enemies that are on a very specific arc compared to your position, or something like that, it's quite useless in terms of the damage. I mean, I will be tempted to say the sword is the most useless one, but that's not the case because the damage it deals is very high. Sadly, the range is shit, but it's a very high damaging weapon. Especially since you get it relatively early in the game. If you got it late in the game, yeah, it will probably be quite useless. But since you get it like on the second zone, well, third I guess, if you count the initial zone as the first one. So basically, that. I do have a lot of curiosity to know how this will be if instead of doing this, as in, you know, instead of using the machine gun, I use the supposedly best weapon in the game. That is the polar weapon upgraded, the first one. But I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have gotten as far if it wasn't for the machine gun. Well, I wouldn't have beaten many bosses, really, without that. Well, many bosses and many sections. The good thing is that the bubbles can shoot upwards, so if that boss weak point is up there, like where he shoots the laser, maybe it's not that bad. But then again, you can't really stand below that thing, because you're gonna get killed. Another problem is that Curly also can't shoot upwards. She can only shoot to the sides, which is quite a problem for something that seems that only gets hit on, you know, up there. Also, that's a very stupid boss. I mean, I could barely see it because I died like 1 second into the fight, but it's like just a random machinery. Like, it's not even something that really matters. Just some random ass machinery. I mean, it's probably something that is super important in the lore or whatever, but like, come on. I mean, not like I'm expecting a super hard boss after all this clusterfuck of a section. But you know, I will expect something that looks better, at least. Well, considering that I was able to see the boss today, I can't give up now. Giving up is not allowed. Well, not today at least. But yeah, considering that that was the case, we need to keep going. Basically, the note to self is don't stay in the middle of the boss fight, because you're gonna get... Well, the problem is that that laser killed me, but maybe that's a laser that... You know that there are a lot of games where a boss shoots at the ground and that shot gets split and gets spread across the ground, right? So maybe it's not just dodging it from the middle, but also jumping afterwards. And I have no way of knowing because I didn't see it. I mean, I die immediately. And the worst part is that I saved. Even if I last 2 seconds, and yeah, I lasted even less than 2 seconds. Like, I saw the boss health bar and I was like, yes, this is a boss. Like, we have confirmation, this is the boss. And that's it, right? That's the only thing that I've been able to feel. It was very quickly taken away from me. You can get stuck there, come on. Well, you could just walk over that and not need to jump, but you do need to. What I don't like is that it seems that the arena where you fight the boss is very small. Something that I don't like. Though on the bright side, that also means that having the machine gun at level 3 at that point is not very useful, really. It's not very useful because... I mean... Well, you can still kinda float in the middle, I guess. You have those two things rotating on the ceiling and on the floor, so... I don't know. I don't know how that didn't hit me, but I'm glad. Ooh, that was very, very close. That was also close. Yeah, I will take that. In fact, I'm pretty sure that at that point, at the end, like, I should choose YOLO, you know. There is no reason not to. Oh, something that I remember, like, if I'm thinking about damaging the boss, one thing that is very useful, even at level 1, is the sword. That's one thing that I'm forgetting, but the sword is actually very useful at level 1. In terms of damage, that is. Yes, you have to actually land hits with it, which is the hard part. But if you're able to land hits, it's very good. Maybe, but well, the problem is that I don't want to try to level up the sword because it takes so long that it probably won't get leveled up. So you're wasting all of that. Then again, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna use the machine gun anyways. Like, I'm probably gonna stay with the bubbles. But I wonder if the boss is gonna have weapons, bullets that you are intended to stop, or if all the bullets are gonna be like these arrows which are unstoppable. I don't know. And now I kinda want to level up the arrow, what am I saying? The sword. Actually, it doesn't take that long to reach level 2, or at least it doesn't take that much. Like, it can actually reach level 2 here. Which is what I want, because if I can use that as a damaging thing, it's gonna be very good. But again, I still haven't been able to see what the boss does. I just saw how it looks like. Which is probably not even useful, because maybe it's gonna change forms later on. I mean, it's the kind of boss that it seems that it's the, you know, like anything goes. That sort of boss. The boss where anything goes. Absolutely anything. Since it's kinda formless in the first place, it feels like you can put anything in there. Just for funsies, you know. Unfortunately, I can't really kill the boss guy from here. I'll need to risk myself even more, which is not cool. Thankfully, the angel right at the top cannot even hit me because it's aiming so high. The good thing is that it seems that now that I know this section fully, as long as I do it carefully and without rushing, I can get to the boss without a problem. Problem is that it will take a long time. Like the attempts take a very long time to do. That's kind of annoying, but that's okay. Guess it will be worse. Okay, so here I have the sword at level 2. Wait a second. Oh, Curly can aim upwards. I didn't know that. Oh shit. In fact, even if you aim downwards, she aims upwards. Okay, well that changes things. That means she's actually gonna deal damage to the boss. Problem still is that it doesn't seem like I can stand comfortably below him. That's the thing that fucks me up. But yeah, again, I haven't seen shit about the boss. So hopefully this attempt I can at least see a couple of attacks. To at least plan a strategy, you know. Are you still alive? How? There you go. Alright. I probably should also be patient with these guys. Because even if these guys didn't kill me so far, they can still kill me very easily. Though, oh, that's a fuck up. I completely fucked that up. I completely forgot about the door. It completely escaped my mind. Fuck. Damn it, and I say that as long as I'm careful, but I completely forgot about that. Fuck, dude, come on. That's such a dumb thing to forget, and once you're there, you're dead, because the angels at the right are gonna kill you. Wow, that was pretty bad. The angels on the right are gonna kill you, and even if the angels on the right don't kill you, you still need to blow up that door. So that means you can't be there when it blows up. Clearly. expecting to get hit by the angel there. Oh wow, I also don't know how I didn't die there. That's a mystery. On the right side, it seems that for the most part, I mean, if you have level 7... Sorry, I didn't mean to say level 7. I meant to say that if you are... like... Wait, what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, that if you get damaged once on the hallway, which means that you got damaged by an angel and obviously not insta-kill, that means that by picking those 2 hearts, you can pretty much save yourself, because you will have 7 hearts. Which is not the same as 8, but it doesn't matter because no enemy here deals 7 points of damage. All of them deal way more. Or less, but not that amount. Well, way more is an exaggeration. Most of the things that kill you here, well, that kill me here, deal 10 points of damage. The arrows deal 8 very funnily. So... Hey Blue, how is it going? I was able to get to the boss once, so that's pretty cool. Problem is that I lasted 1 second, so I couldn't see anything more than the thing that killed me. And also those guys rotating down there being there. No, I didn't dream about Domino's Pizza, no. I did not. Would have been cool, but no. But yeah, the boss is gonna be a problem, that's for sure. Mostly because well, I said it before, but the space you have to fight is so small that you really can't do much in there, you know. You really cannot. But again, it's not like I even got the chance to move around. I literally got killed in 1 hit the first second I saw him. So... you know, at least that's quite funny if you ask me. Like, as soon as you reach the boss, you get killed immediately. That's very, very funny. And I'm assuming that when you say that the boss can kill you at the end after you kill it, I'm assuming that you mean that that place you're supposed to shoot is gonna fall on you. Which is very fucked up and also very sadistic. But then again, it's to be expected from a game like this, you know. But, you know, I need to figure it out. Oh, and also here I can't forget about shooting the door. I forgot last time and that got me killed. So that's pretty sad. Wait, did I even hit the door? No, that gun doesn't have that much range. I think that funnily enough, the bubbles might have the best range in the game. Well, I was gonna say if only they had more damage. If they had more damage, they would be the best weapon in the game without a doubt. That's the only weakness of the bubbles, the lack of damage. Everything else is very good, but the lack of damage is just... I mean, kinda like the most important part of a weapon, right? If your weapon doesn't deal damage, it kinda doesn't do its job as a weapon very well, you know. Oh, I'm killing the angel that is below. That's pretty funny. Oh, but I also triggered this, guys. I didn't mean to do that. That's okay, though. I don't know how I got the bubbles to bounce that low. Oh, because they bounce on the top and then they go low. That's how you make them bounce super low. Alright, gotcha. Okay. Bring it on. Come on, don't be shy, little angels. Well, I guess you can just kill them there, really. Not like you need to do much else. And this is the part that is very slow, well, at least if you try to do it super safe, because you need to stay here until a bubble decides to go high enough to kill these morons. Well, you're supposed to jump, but unfortunately this is like the safest way of doing this. But that's fine. So now I have to be careful about not getting fucked by the boss. Oh, wait, no, that's fine. I can use the fireball here. So I'm thinking, since now there is not gonna be a cutscene that's gonna bother me, should I rush? Hey Blue, do you know what happens if I rush to the boss without killing these enemies first? Is that a good idea or is that a horrible idea? It feels that it will be simpler, but at the same time it's probably more risky. Sounds like a bad idea, yeah, I assume so. Only one way to know, Nana. Yeah, that's the attitude I normally will have, but not here. So I'm just gonna do what I did before, which is this. Okay, so... Fuck. So... The number one thing to take into account is not being in the middle when the boss starts. Well, the problem is that you need to be in the middle to trigger it. That's so fucked up. Fuck off. Fucking piece of shit. I can't believe that. It's not like you can avoid it. What a sack of shit. The problem here is clearly gonna be... Well, actually, I can think of many problems here, not just one. I can actually think of many problems. Because there are many things to pay attention to, that's the main issue. I also know exactly what the hitbox of that laser is. But it looks very scary, that's the part I'm sure of. But at this rate the damage is... Oh shit, oh fuck. What else do you have? No, your hitbox hasn't gotten bigger. I actually don't know what changed. Okay, it seems that we're revealing more of the boss. I need to reload. They don't even give you time to reload. There is no such time for something like that. Oh, that's bad. Damn, I leveled down. I actually leveled down. At that point, well, I could have... I actually got killed by something very stupid, though. I got killed by the... By the spinning thing. I could have saved myself if I picked up the levels there, but I fucked up. That was on me. That was my bad. Yeah, they're rolly dudes. So I have a question here. Question being, once that bar is out, is this the end? I just want to know that. Once that bar is gone, that boss bar at the bottom, obviously, is this over? I just want to know that. Also, I forgot that I could have healed. I have the pot. Will have used it. I also need to remember that you can use the healing pot. Once that bar is done, the boss will fall. It can crush you if you don't get out of the way. Problem is everything else gonna disappear? Because if everything else disappears, it's pretty easy. I move out of the way and that's it. But like, are those spinning dudes still there? Because if they are still there, that seems like a problem. Well, I mean, it's not a problem, it's about paying attention, but that in itself is a problem. I can't remember for sure, let me check. No, it's fine, I mean, even if they are there, I don't think it will be that hard to dodge it, maybe. And it's insane how useful the bubbles are in this section. It's actually the only weapon you need. I mean, sure, having the fully level machine gun will be useful for flying, but it's not like you can really make use of that there anyway, so the bubbles really are the only thing you need here. And the interesting thing is that the bubbles are an optional item that I got because basically I got stuck in one of the things you can do, well, that you need to do. I got stuck and I didn't know where to go. And I went to a fireplace thinking that that's where I continue. And no, that's where you get the weapon. But yeah, that's the interesting part. It's a completely optional weapon. I can't really get hit many times in that boss fight. Well, or anywhere really, because you're gonna level down. That's something that I keep forgetting, which is, by the way, a pretty dumb mechanic this game has. The whole level up and level down is super dumb. In fact, the fact that I'm playing on hard is what makes me not complain about it. Because in hard, since you die in one hit, it's not like it really matters. I mean, it does matter here because now I have 8 points of HP, so I can survive more. But for the rest of the game, it's irrelevant because one hit pretty much almost kills you. Always kills you, I mean. So yeah, the level mechanic is very stupid. It's also a very unconventional mechanic. It's not like you're leveling the weapons permanently, you know. The rolly dudes go away when you beat that boss, but the flying dude don't. The best gun in the game never levels down when getting hit. Oh, that's interesting to know. Well, still, I'm pretty sure that even the best weapon in the game wouldn't do shit in a place like that. Like in that final section where you're supposed to pay attention to the angels and the rolly dudes at the same time. Dealing a lot of damage is not really that useful, you know. Because I mean, not like the angels will last more hits with almost any other weapon, you know. At that point, you really want to protect yourself regardless of where you are. At least this section, like, basically here is the thing. If I get to this section, I mean to this screen, the third screen, it's pretty much guaranteed that I will get to the boss. So that's the only good thing. That if I get here, it most likely equals a boss attempt. The bad thing is that I take a long time in this screen. Well, who gives a shit about that? I mean, I'm already taking a long time to beat the game, so not like it really changes. You will get a chance to see the best weapon. No, I'm not gonna unlock that. Forget about that. As soon as I get the true ending, I'm done with this game. Like, I don't even care, even if it was unlocked, I probably wouldn't do it. You know? Like, come on. After all this shit, you really think I'm up for a post game? After all of this? This is pretty much the boss game. Already. Beating this entire thing in 290 seconds. I mean, that doesn't seem that bad if you play on normal, you know. It's very doable to do it on normal. But yeah, on hard, that's a different story. Besides, dude, I really want to play Project Diva, dude. I've been dry from the lack of Project Diva. I need to play it. It's like a drug. Sure, I could play it off stream. The thing is, what if I play it off stream and I get a super cool record? Like, that will suck. I get a super good run. The post game has Miku at the end. Good try. Good try. I'll give you a 6 for trying. A passing grade. Alright. But yeah, I really want to play Project Diva. Well, and also the new Touhou game coming out, but that one I'm more excited just for having a new official Touhou game, but it's not like I'm that interested in the game itself, you know. It seems that it has a it's like a very weird mixture of a lot of things that is not necessarily bad, mind you, but I don't know. I feel like you can only... I mean, maybe I'm completely wrong and the game is gonna be fantastic. I feel like there is only so many things you can put in a game before it becomes an absolute mess of different things. Is Diva your favorite game genre? No. No, Project Diva, I will say it's my favorite rhythm game. Yes, that will be correct. My favorite genre? No, not even close. No, my favorite genre, I don't know which will be my favorite genre, because I mean it will either be platforming, racing games, or, well, those two really. Platforming or racing games will be my favorites. But yeah, it's definitely my favorite game on the genre. Project Diva. But, you know, that's not saying that much. We need a racing platformer. Well, that technically already exists. I mean, I think there is a game called Speedrunners or something like that. That is like it's a platforming game where you are racing to see who is the fastest. But no, I don't think they are two genres that are very good combined. Like, I would want a platforming game to be a platforming game and a racing game to be a racing game, you know? I don't think mixing both of those is that good of an idea. Mostly because I like cars, and cars are not very good in platforming games usually. They don't fit very well in platforming games. But, you know, when it comes to... When it comes to platforming or racing, not the two at the same time, it's pretty good. Oh damn, they appear a lot sooner than I expect. I probably should have the bubbles ready by then. Also, what I'm doing right here is not even guaranteed to work. I'm just praying it works, but it's not a guarantee that they won't hit me there. Alright, so here comes this shit. I feel that it's so fucked up that the only way to trigger the boss is to go to the middle, and yet it's also the only way the boss itself can hit you. And it does it immediately, it barely doesn't give you time to react, which is the reason why I die so immediately at the beginning, you know? Like, it was to be expected that I will die so immediately there. Because it really doesn't give you any time to react to it. Or, I mean, you could say it gives you a little bit, but if it's the first time seeing it, you most likely won't see it. And it makes sense that you wouldn't see it. Okay, I'm still in danger. Oh, empty. Okay, fuck off. He actually hit me at the end. Alright, so I'm assuming I should fall down here. Oh, this place. So that's what that other door was for. The demon crown will be restored anew an infinite number of times so long as Balos' heart still beats. Look, Balos can suck my dick. I wasn't paying attention who that moron is. I think he's supposed to be Shenka's brother. I don't care about him or Shenka. So can you both please fuck off? Alright, I'm out of here. I don't wanna die in that explosion. Well, at least Miss Curly is with me. Oh, a doggo. Please kill my master. Wait, go back? Wait, are you for real? Go to the top right room. Am I not gonna get killed? If you still can. Well, I will try, but maybe I won't be able to. Oh, I can. Are you sure this is not gonna kill me, dude? Oh, it's part of the background now. Okay, what's in here? Oh, well, yeah, the statue Date Fuyuhiko. Well, I guess we know the name of the You can break them? Oh, shit. Down with these bitches. Oh, Curly. Curly, the king? Is that Sue? Or the girl that died? And that's me, I think. Oh, that's pretty cute. Alright. That's very nice. But we probably should be out of here. What happens if you go to the left room? Or I'm assuming that you can't. I probably shouldn't try, right? Does something happen? You can't? That is right, you can't. Now, I don't like what that dog say. Do I still need to kill someone? Like, come on, bro, don't you think that I fought a lot? Oh, the dog disappeared, by the way. Sealed chamber. Oh, what the hell? You could have died there. Wait, I can still die. Sadly, yes. Oh, no. Oh, come on. This is the true final boss. What a bitch-ass motherfucker. Wow, that's pretty nice. Man, that's so fucking stupid. Like, come on. I really don't know what to say at this point. That's just stupid. Like, at this point, just out of, what's the word? Out of disgust, I wouldn't do this. Like, not because it's super hard or whatever, but out of disgust. This is just stupid. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. This last boss is just too much. What does he do? I want to know what he does. Because, I mean, if I don't know what he does, I don't think it's gonna be very easy to kill him, you know? No, I don't give a shit about the post-game. Stop with the post-game. I don't care. I just want to know what that dumbass does. This boss has 4 forms. Has 4 forms? But does it has 4 hell bars? Or what? Four hell bars, really? Well, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea at all. The boss in the post-game... No, I don't... Forget about the post-game. I'm not gonna play it no matter how many times you mention it. I don't care. Like, dude, come on. Yeah, I don't know. I think that I just don't wanna do it, you know. I just don't want to. I just don't. Well, I guess at least we tried. That's something. I was thinking there was only one more boss left, really. Didn't know there were two, especially a boss that looks that fucked up. Yeah, I probably could beat it in normal mode, but then again, it's not like I really care, you know. Just that sort of thing where like, no, I really don't have too much to say, really. I don't really have too much. I don't think I have the words. Yeah, I don't think so. There really isn't much to say. Well, the question is, if I get back there to that boss, how far can I get? I don't know. Probably not too far. Though I do think that at that point I will need to get the... because that is a very wide arena, so at that point I will definitely need to have the machine gun fully leveled, that's for sure. Well, at least there are level up items, but I don't even know if they are enough to get the machine gun to level 3. Maybe they aren't. You're aiming at the wrong side. Kinda. Well, not kinda, you are pretty much aiming at the wrong side. Oh yeah, I can just kill this guy here. So the status on hard mode, the number of players who have done that are very few. Yeah, well, again, I mean, yeah, that's pretty cool, but, you know, I don't really care how few people did this, you know. Just a shame because it feels like it's gonna be incomplete, but it's really it's nonsensical. I mean, it will be nonsensical also in normal mode. It's just that you will be able to beat it at least. But I gotta say, I don't know, I feel like if I play this in normal mode, since it will be a different approach, like it will be a way more laid-back approach, I feel like something like this will be even more insulting. Because right now, since the whole game has been hard, what difference does it make to have this thing to be also hard, right? I mean, sure, it's way harder than everything else in the game, but like, I'm already used to it, right? But if I was playing on normal and I reached this point, I will pretty much just be very pissed off, and I probably will be insulting the creator right now. Most likely. I don't know. I feel like that will most likely be my reaction. It's impossible to know, because that's a completely different alternate reality where I selected normal instead of hard. So, you can't know it. It's not possible to. So how hard is that boss, by the way? Because I mean, it's pretty clear that I won't be able to see everything about that boss, so my question is, how hard are we talking here? Is it really hard? It's harder than Monster Heads. Fair enough. Fair enough. I never beating that boss without cheating. That's okay. Wait, what's up here, by the way? Oh, nothing. Well, that's pretty cool. A very nice amount of nothing. Have the patience to try. Well, I don't have the patience either, really. I mean, it might seem that it's limitless, but my patience has its limits, you know. And I think that that might be my limit. Especially a boss that is harder than a boss that took me so much, you know. That seems like a bad idea no matter how you frame it. Basically. Besides, it's one of those things where, like, who even is that guy? Yeah, I know that there has been dialogues on my way here that explain me all that shit, but like, who cares? It would be more exciting if I had to fight someone that has been established, not some fucking random that was introduced at the end. It would be more interesting if Curly was a boss again or something like that. Not this random ass moron. Wow, I didn't even kill him. Imagine if it was Balrog for the 5th time. Yeah, Balrog will make more sense. Balrog will indeed make more sense. I just want to see something though. What happens if I do this? Because I'm starting to think that maybe that fight there might actually be easier if you use the machine gun instead. Because right there were times where the angels didn't even die in one hit. Because Bubble, I think that deals 3 points of damage instead of 4. And 4 is the amount of health these morons have, so... Problem is that the angels come from... If they only came from one direction, but they come from two. That's kind of a problem. It doesn't seem like a very smart idea to not use the bubbles. Speedrun uses level 3 machine gun during that boss. Yeah, I probably should farm for the machine gun, I guess. It's just that it's... See, like, this is the kind of thing that kinda kills the motivation, you know? The kind of thing that kinda kills motivation being, like... And I have to waste time doing something just to get to a point that I'm probably gonna get killed in like the first 10 seconds, you know. Machine's gun plus Curly OP gun beats it fast. Yeah, I imagine that being the case. Problem is the little shits of the angels. That really feels like a problem. I mean, the machine gun should deal with them relatively easily, but the problem is that erratic movement they have. Like, if they didn't move like that, if instead of moving like that they went straight for you, it will be easier, but they move in like a very weird bouncy arc. Wow, really? No, stop with the boss game. Like, I'm already pissed enough as I am right now after finding what this is about. To add more fuel to the fire. You know? Like, it's just so stupid. So fucking stupid. Even if it was normal mode, this would still be stupid. Doing all this shit just to have an attempt at that bald, ugly piece of shit. Cause it's that thing. Like, it's just to have an attempt at that moron. That's it. That's the case. It's just for that. No other reason. So basically every attempt feels like what are you even doing, you know? Like, why am I doing this? Because it feels like, or I mean, I die in like the first 3 seconds of the fight. But like, it feels like the kind of boss fight that like, it's an actual boss fight. Like, not just something that is there as part of a greater challenge. No, it feels like a boss fight. Like a real boss fight. That has multiple attempts for you to beat. That's why it doesn't make any sense. Whatever. I mean, at least I was able to know this game. That's something. A game that a lot of people talk about a lot, and I have never played before, so that was cool. And I mean, at least I got to the credits, which, as I always say, I consider a game to be beaten when I see the credits. So I wouldn't even be like, oh, I couldn't even beat the game. No, I beat the game. I didn't beat what I wanted to beat, but at least I can give closure to the game. You know. Yeah, I guess. It's the way it is. You know. Sometimes you have to take the L and move on. You take the L, and that's it. Just take the L. It hurts to take L's, but it will hurt more to refuse taking it. So just take it. Go. Keep going. Move on, basically. That's fine. I can do that. Because this doesn't even feel like the kind of thing that will even make sense to try hard later. It wouldn't make sense to do that. It just seems nonsensical all the way through. Sort of thing you just don't want to do. It's like getting a lunatic 1 coin clear in Touhou UFO. You don't want to do that. I mean, you want to do it because, you know, if you're a Touhou fan, it's a Touhou game and you want to, you know, catch them all. But at that cost. So okay, I can basically farm this shit. And they trigger really at the left. It's also interesting that when they are going down, you actually can't kill them. You can only kill them when they stop in place. But yeah, I don't think that farming this like this really makes that much sense. Basically because they don't really drop that much experience in the first place. But also because at the end of the day, it's like they're most likely not even gonna get to the end. Obviously, if you have that attitude, you won't get to the end, but I don't think I'm getting to the end regardless of my attitude, you know. That's the main issue. This little shit really takes so long to reach level 3, like holy shit. And you really want to make me beg for level 3 here. You little shit. And I'm pretty sure that that final boss without the machine gun is gonna be an absolute clusterfuck to beat. It seems that you really will need to use your air game a lot. You will need to fly. And since that boss arena seems so big, it's most likely what you will be doing anyways. Well, the other problem is that even if it reaches level 3, it wouldn't really reach mats. Not like it needs to reach mats. Mats, the only thing that it does is making sure that with a couple of hits you still won't level down. The only exception being the sword, basically. The sword, it really doesn't matter, because with one hit you go from level 3 to level 2, even if you are in mats. So that part doesn't matter, but you know. I'm curious to see how you can deal with that boss. With the machine gun. I legitimately don't know. Okay, so I have it on level 3, that's pretty cool. Was about damn time. Yeah, unfortunately using this thing on level 3 here wouldn't change much. Now you will still be destroyed. Nicely done things. I do expect getting killed by the boss though. Like by the first boss, not even... Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, come on. I completely forgot. Little shits. At least I level up back again, but... Well, that's okay. 7 points of health is fine too. I completely forgot about those guys. That's something that happens so fucking often. Right? Come on, can you shoot at the same time? Yeah, that's good enough. It's insane how the machine gun in this section doesn't really do shit. It really doesn't seem like it does shit. Like, if you don't have the bubble here, well, you can probably tank a lot of this, most likely. But like, if you're trying to not get damaged, you really don't want to do anything. Here I could even use the machine gun just to make sure I wouldn't die. Not like it matters, because it's not like that jump is that hard anyways, but... I also still haven't recovered that 1 point of health. I guess I can recover it now. Why not? I'm assuming that explosion is gonna... it's not gonna reach there. But yeah, I don't know how good of an idea is to use the machine gun here instead of the bubble, but I'm gonna try. Also what? If you want to use the machine gun for this boss... Yeah, I'm listening. Oh, you need to spam. Yeah. Yeah, I've been looking at this, because if you just hold it down, you are the only moron shooting. But if you spam... And the problem is that you will need to spam very hard to optimize this. I'm not very good at spamming. Like, of all the things you can do in this kind of game, spamming was never a strength of mine. I'm very bad at spamming shit. Like, I don't know why. I really was never good at that. In any game, no, not just in platforming games. Yeah, but no, I don't think it's a good idea. Like, you need to aim for the angels if you use the machine gun. I mean, you want the machine gun probably for the boss that comes after this one, but you don't want the machine gun here. Like, the machine gun here, you need to worry about those guys always. Yeah, I'm assuming it is worth it to spam there, but yeah, unfortunately It's way too hard to deal with the angels. The question is, if you go to the status, can you actually level up a weapon to level 3 from scratch? Or will you need to have it mildly leveled before that? Because if you can level it from scratch, I probably wouldn't even need to worry about leveling up before that, you know. It seems that the triangles, the status drop were pretty big, but I don't know if they are enough. They might be enough, but I don't know. If there's even an achievement for beating the true ending in hard mode. I don't think that's a thing, because nobody will be enough of a moron to try doing that. Well, I mean, no. There are morons, in fact you're seeing one right now. But, I mean, it really doesn't seem like a very good idea. Like, there's probably an achievement for the true ending and that's it, I will assume. I mean, getting this at all is already quite hard, you know. I'm actually getting killed by the fucking angels now. That's interesting. At the beginning I was getting killed more by the falling blocks, but here... Wow, really? That's how you're gonna fail. Really reminds me... I mean, it's quite different, but it kinda reminds me of Ninja Gaiden on the NES, you know. The fact that you need to go through like 3 stages before retrying the final boss, which is, by the way, not easy at all. Not just not easy at all, it has 2 phases, as if one wasn't enough. And that game fucking sucks, and that's pretty much the only reason why it sucks. You know? That game would have been so good if it wasn't for that one detail. Well, that one quite important detail. Because I did play through the whole thing. Believe it or not, I actually did play the whole game up until when you reach the final boss. And when I find the final boss and then I had to go back like 3 levels prior to that, no thanks. And this is pretty much the same. The difference here is that you will go back those 3 levels no matter what. In Ninja Gaiden, you only go back specifically when you die to the final boss. If you don't die to the final boss, you still need to like retry the stages normally, but that's it. You don't need to go back to a previous stage. But if you die to the final boss, you have to go back. All the way back. So I think that in spirit this is pretty similar. Basically extremely stupid and nonsensical, but you know, that's fine. I mean, then again, even the creator tells you welcome to hell when you come here. This is pretty clearly supposed to be like some sort of bonus. But still, well, I mean, that already makes it better than Ninja Gaiden, obviously, because in Ninja Gaiden, if you don't beat that final boss, you get no ending, you get no shit. You just go back. You don't beat that boss, you don't beat the game. Not even with a worse ending, no, you don't beat the game. In Ninja Gaiden, no, doesn't work that way. So, at least on that front, this game does it better. At least. Like, at least it gives you a consolation prize. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden doesn't give you shit. Well, more than the very strong wish of killing whoever came up with that moronic idea of sending you back 3 levels. Yes, that's what it gives you, but not a very good thing to receive. The idea to... No, not a good idea. It's a shame, I think, because mostly I feel like I would have gotten into Ninja Gaiden otherwise. You know that Ninja Gaiden has a lot of games. Like, I think there are 3 on the NES, and then you have, well, I don't know what you have after that, but I know that you do have some Xbox games that are like super cool. They are 3D games. At that point, obviously, the games had a way higher quality. So it's a shame, but I mean, I'm not the kind of person that likes skipping games on sagas, so if I couldn't beat the first one, I don't want to have anything to do with the other ones. Though I feel that at some point I should play the Xbox Ninja Gaiden games, because for the little that I've seen, they are amazing. They just look amazing. They look also pretty fun to play. It's like playing Devil May Cry, but instead of being about devils and demons, it's about ninjas. Actually, I don't know which one came first, now that I think about it. Did Devil May Cry came first? Or was it Ninja Gaiden Sigma? Or whatever the fuck the name of that game was. The one on Xbox. I actually don't know. I mean, what was the first platform Devil May Cry even released on? Because it wasn't PlayStation 1, because it actually looks good, so it can't be PlayStation 1, so it has to be a lot later than that. And that makes me think that it actually came after Ninja Gaiden. I will have to investigate that. I don't know. Maybe it also released on the Xbox, I don't know. What I do know is that Devil May Cry 3 is a PlayStation 2 game. But the previous ones I really don't know. Legitimately don't know. the other ones. What the other ones were released on. Wow, pretty nice place to die. So that's also games that I should play on stream, the Devil May Cry series, since I have the collection on Steam and also Devil May Cry 4. I don't have Devil May Cry 5, which kinda sucks, but not like my computer could probably run it anyways. At least not properly, so that's fine. Well, and also playing Devil May Cry 2 for the first time. That's a game that I never played. Probably for a good reason. So many people say that that game fucking sucks. And it probably does. But, you know, I want to see it for myself. I mean, after all, there are a lot of people that say that a game sucks, and I completely disagree. So maybe that might be one of them. Unlikely though, but you know. It really is the only, well, that and Devil May Cry 5, I guess, but I did play 1, 3, and 4, and they are all pretty good. All of them. I mean, I still think that 3 is the best one in the series, but the Devil May Cry 1 and 4 are also very good. Very, very good games. And it's also been so long since I played Devil May Cry 3. Because 1, I don't think I played it that long ago. Like, I think I played it probably 4 years ago or something. And Devil May Cry 4, well, that one I probably played it like 6 years ago, if not more. The Devil May Cry 3, I think that I was still in high school when I played that game for the last time. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's the case. So that definitely was some time ago. It was quite some time ago. I mean, basically minimum 10 years. So that is indeed quite some time ago. I don't know if that much though, maybe a little bit less than that. But yeah, the point is that it's been a very long time since I played that game. But I still remember it quite well in a lot of places. I mean, I don't remember it perfectly, like I don't remember the sequence of events, I don't remember every single level or every single boss. But I do remember some specific levels that, like, never exited my mind. Like, they were always there. It's a game that leaves a very strong impression. It's a very good game. It's an amazing game. And I'm pretty sure that, well, maybe there might have been a video or two that maybe features some like parts of that game. So like maybe the reason why I remember is because maybe I saw them and I just don't remember exactly where I saw them. But they still, you know, they are very memorable. It's a very good game. God of War is another game that's been a while since I played. And that's also a hack and slash. But yeah, that one, it's also been quite some time. Problem is that the God of War that is on Steam is the new one, which I really don't give a shit about. To play the original trilogy. Well, I don't know if the trilogy. I don't think I care that much about God of War 3. No, I mean, it's not a bad game, but I feel like it's the kind of game that at that point it's like it's not really necessary to have a game like that there, you know. A game that kind of feels unnecessary. At least when I play that, that's what I thought. Well, at the same time, you know, you could just have God of War 1 and it would still be pretty good. I do remember God of War 2 having some very memorable moments. But again, it's been so long that I don't really remember. The problem is that emulating those kind of games is an absolute pain in the ass. Because they are on the PS2. The PS2 emulator sucks donkey balls. Not a very good idea, you know. It definitely is not. I don't know if Sony at some point plans to release a remaster on PC. Or not a remaster, I don't even care if it's literally the original game with no other modification, I just wanna play it. Even if I have to play it at a low resolution so it doesn't look like absolute shit, I will do that, I don't mind. Not that big of a deal. Come on. Oh, you're really gonna be doing this now. I mean, at the same time, as I also say before, it's not really necessary to kill these guys. It just makes everything a lot easier. Really, that's it. It's not like it's super necessary to kill them. Since they stop being a problem once you go to the left of them, really. Alright. I don't know why they always take me by surprise. Like, how don't I expect that every single time? I guess I'm not very smart. Oh, this is already level 2. Not like it really matters, but it's level 2. Alright. Time to deal with this shit again. I really wish that jumping while using the bubbles wasn't such a bad idea. because most of the times I get hit when I use the bubbles in this fight is because I jump over the enemy, which is obviously not a good idea because you obviously get hit if you jump onto the enemy. I mean, this is not Mario Bros where you're supposed to jump on enemies. It would be nice to play this game as Mario, just to see how it goes. Yeah, why not? Play this game as your boy Mario, jump over these idiots, chug some mushrooms, you know. Doesn't seem like a bad idea at all if you ask me. Oh, I got hit by a rolling guy. And I can't even beat this guy. Well, to be fair, it was my fault for using the dash. Well, the dash, the flight, I guess, whatever it's called. Alright, let's do it like this. I get one more time to that boss, and that's it for today. Well, and forever, really. At least when it comes to this game. Because yeah, this not gonna happen. It just won't happen. It can't happen. Would have been reasonable if that was it, if that boss was the last thing, but it's not. So, well, it would have been reasonable. Those are some strong words to say. There is no doubt in my mind that the current way of doing this is not reasonable. I don't care about Curly either, as I said at the beginning of the game. He can stay in this god-forsaken island for all I care. As well as all these assholes trying to kill me. I mean, after all, I think the good ending is satisfying enough. You gave it just one attempt. Okay, I know you're talking about the boss game, but again, I don't care because I can't beat the normal game. Sure, you can say that it's easier, but that doesn't matter. It's like, you know, it's like playing Touhou, not being able to beat the main game and being like, hey, why don't you try the extra, bro? If I can't beat the main game, I don't feel like beating the extra. Yes, I know it's easier. It's not about being easier. Wow, that was interesting. That wasn't interesting though. You know, at least I can't say that I didn't give it a honest attempt. I gave it... It is a shame, because it still feels hollow. Feels like it's okay, doesn't matter. Don't even worry about it. I think that I did everything that was reasonable on this difficulty, I mean, obviously. Which by itself is something that is not very reasonable, yes. I am aware, but you know. I tried. What am I doing? I'm not even concentrated anymore because it's like, who gives a shit, right? Like at this point, since I know I'm not gonna get it, I'm just like, whatever. I just want to see that bald bitch one more time though. Just because I want to fight him using the... I mean, I know that I'm not gonna win, but I just want to see how far I can get using a level 3 machine gun. That's what I want to see. That's the only reason why I still have the determination to keep trying this shit. But I'm afraid it's also not gonna happen. It's okay though. At least I got to see how he looks like. That's something. Looks like an ugly piece of shit. So, I don't know how that... Okay. That did kill me. Oops! And for some reason, this whole day, my right hand has been... Well, more than my hand, my right hand fingers have been so cold, and I don't know why. Only on my right hand. It's not on my left hand. I have no idea why. They are super cold. It's okay. As long as they don't fall off, I should be fine. Damn, that reminds me when there are times that I fall asleep with my head over my arm. Well, like my arm below my body, right? And when that happens, obviously the blood circulation doesn't go to the arm because you're basically pressing it, avoiding the circulation to happen. And basically when I wake up, I feel like I have no right arm. And it's fucked up because since you feel no pain, or rather you don't feel anything, I feel like a bad movement could completely fuck up your arm. So it's like such a bad feeling, right? Like not only it's disgusting to not feel your arm, because it feels like you really lost your arm, like it's a horrible feeling. But it also feels that any bad movement and you're gonna fuck it up. Like any bad movement and your arm is gonna suffer. I always join in the weird conversations. I don't think this is a weird conversation. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's something that more than one person can relate to. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, how is it going, Draenor? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can relate to that. Well, you and many people. Like sleeping on your arm, making it completely, like, you know, numb. You always tie yourself when you sleep. I gotta say that you're very skilled. Because tying yourself up to a bed is not very easy. And what's even harder is untying yourself. So good shit, I gotta say. That's not something that anyone can do. You know. On the bright side, nothing bad happened when that situation happened. I mean, nothing really bad happened, which is great, but you know, it's not a good feeling, that's for sure. It's not something that you want to feel. But you know, at least it doesn't happen too often. You know. But it's such a bad feeling. You really, really don't want that happening to you. Nice. Damn, I say that I will reach that boss one more time, but I really don't feel like it. Like, I don't really feel like it. God damn it, dude. What a clusterfuck. What an absolute clusterfuck. This reminds me, well, not really, but because the way it's different, the situation, but it reminds me of Volgar the Viking, where you just need to reduce shit just to get another attempt at the boss. It just seems awful to play. Yeah, well, see, the problem is, so basically, just so you know what happened. Basically, there are 3 screens on this place that is crumbling, right? So, at the end of the 3rd screen, there is a boss. Well, I was able to reach that part and beat the boss. What's the problem? The problem is, there is another boss after that. And guess what? There is no saves. There are no saves. You have to do the whole thing without saving. Now, even if it's stupid, I will understand not having saves after the first boss. I mean, no, before the first boss, right? Like, I could understand the first boss being the one that if you beat, it gives you a save before the actual final boss. That will make sense, because the final boss, well, apparently I've been told that it has 4 phases and it's very hard. So it will make sense there. But apparently that was way too much for the developer, you know. Like, yeah, apparently. But yeah, as you say, no value will have been lost by adding more saves, but you know. You gotta understand that when it comes to this sort of games, they are made in a very Japanese way. So for example, this is the true ending, so it's the kind of thing of, if you can go through this super fucked up challenge, you don't deserve to see the ending. It's basically that type of mentality. If you don't suffer through this, the true ending where you save poorly, that for a lot of people that play this game is apparently the best character, even though she's just a fucking robot that just shots shit. But you know, since she's cute, she's basically the character that most people will want to save. So basically the Japanese way is being like, okay, you want to save this character that you really like? Well, the only way to prove your self-worth is by doing all this shit that is super fucked up. Machine gun robot girlfriend, yeah. That also is, by the way, a very Japanese thing to do. This character that really doesn't have anything to it other than being cute is like, you know, super important. Even though, you know, story-wise, the guys you save in the good ending are way more important. In fact, it will make sense if the true ending was saving Sue. Then again, if that was the true ending, there will be no good ending. So I guess, because I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like the whole game sets itself up so you save the family that had that were unlucky enough to reach the island, right? So I think that, yeah, at that point it will make sense to, you know, to do that. To have that as the good ending, but still, basically what I'm trying to say is that this is a very Japanese game, and it shows. It also shows in the dialogue. But you know, that's another story. That's okay though, I mean, again, I probably wouldn't be ranting like this if I hadn't picked hard mode. So again, it's fully my fault and I recognize it, it's okay. But yeah, I feel like even something like this in normal mode, I mean, if this was normal mode, I clearly would have beaten it, without a doubt. I obviously would have beaten this on normal mode. Regardless of how fucked up that final boss is, it's pretty clear I would have beaten it. But that's besides the point. Even if I would have beaten it, it's still a very stupid way to do it. Even the bosses before this, the ones that are 4 bosses in a row, that's also extremely stupid. I will argue that it's even more stupid than this, because that's something that you need to do if you want to beat the game. This is just like an extra, if you want to view it that way. But the other thing is to beat the game, and it's there as something that doesn't make any sense. A lot of stuff is stupid in the game. Yeah, I was also talking about the level system. The level system doesn't make any fucking sense. I mean, doesn't make any sense for it to be here. I'm not saying that I don't understand it. Yeah, I know how it works. I'm just saying that it makes no sense to exist. You know, it's a very stupid mechanic. But yeah, again, it was an indie game released in 2004. So that already is something that I feel like makes it immune to a lot of criticism, because, you know, it was only like a person or like a couple of people doing whatever they could. So, with that in mind, it's not bad. But yeah, there is a lot of stupid shit. Hey, at least I got to play. I think that's the most important part about this playthrough. Like when someone saves Cave Story, I can finally know what they are talking about. Instead of being like, oh yeah, that game I heard about. No, I can finally picture in my mind what Cave Story is. So I think that's the most important thing about this playthrough, really. Everything else is... I mean, the game was cool and everything. It has pretty nice looking graphics, very cool music, but it's nothing really out of the ordinary. Oh yeah. Well, the good thing is that I will be able to reach this boss. Which means that whatever happens after this, I'm done with this game. As I say before. So whether I beat this guy again and I get to the bald bitch, or I die here, I'm just gonna end the stream. I really don't feel like doing anything else. I feel like I had enough. You know, I had enough. I really should not jump there. So every time that I go to the right and I jump, I get killed by one of these bitches. Oh, I actually got killed by the rolling guy. Alright. No, I don't want to retry. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for me for today, and that's gonna be it for me with this game. I don't really want to keep trying this true ending on hard mode. It's way too much. I'm not very... I don't have the level of patience needed for that. I mean, I might have a decent level of patience, but definitely not that big. It reached my limit there. But hey, at least I got far enough, I guess. It leaves a sour taste in your mouth, but I mean, it's whatever. It was a possible outcome. It was, as I said at the beginning of the playthrough, a possibility that I wouldn't finish the game if I pick hard mode, and that is indeed, well, technically I finished it, but not with the ending I wanted, so, you know, it's whatever. Thanks, Blue, I appreciate it. But yeah, I think that I'm just gonna be done with it. But hey, it was cool while it lasted, honestly. You know, it definitely, I can tell you it will be an unforgettable experience. Maybe not for the reasons that you might think or that you might want, but it definitely, I can say that it's gonna be unforgettable. Anyways, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream. Not with this game, that's for sure. But yeah, have a good one everyone, and take care.